President Akufo-Addo has directed the Ministry of Education to reverse its decision to dismiss 8 female students of the Chiana Senior High School. The students in a viral video were seen hurling insults at the president. According to the Ministry of Education, the president says an alternative punishment should be considered other than dismissal. This was contained in a statement from the Education Ministry, and which reads, extracts on your screens. The president intervenes in disciplinary action taken against 8 students of Chiana Senior High School. It says the president, Akufo-Addo, has intervened in the above subject after his attention was drawn to it. Consequently, the Minister of Education, Dr. Educhum, has directed the Chiana Education Service to consider an alternative disciplinary action instead of dismissal, and is signed Kweku Kwaten, his spokesperson of the Ministry of Education. Well, the ministry says it fully supports the decision by the GS to dismiss the students. They believe that the students breached the code of conduct and the decision to dismiss them was deterrent enough. Speaking to JoyNews on the AM show a while ago, spokesperson for the ministry, Kweku Kwaten, said GES will put out a statement on the way forward following the intervention by the president.
Gentleman of the land in the language that they use. So, of course, within that context, it may not necessarily be written, but of course, in terms of the presumptive assumptions that you may place on, or interpretations that you may place on some rules, you may, it may fall there that, well, if you commit this offense, such as it's a clear case of misconduct, this penalty may be prescribed to you. If you look at the process that led to arriving this sanction, initially, the students were called together with their parents. A disciplinary committee was set up. You people who may have the background in law, in terms of the principles of natural justice, was strictly adhered to because they were heard.
Students were heard.
They were heard. After that, a decision was arrived, and then it was escalated to the governing board or the governing body of the school. Which, of course, if you look at the governing body, for instance, you may be talking about the PTA themselves, which is the parents, teachers, their representation, the RSLC, of course, some leadership, especially within the jurisdiction or within the community, also serve on the board. So they also okayed the decision of the disciplinary committee. Then it was escalated to the district education level for their opinion. They also agreed with it, regional level, national level. At the national level, that is when the GES Council, which is the highest decision-making body, or the apex body of the Ghana Education Service, also sat on it and approved the sanctions that was meted out to them. But of course, this morning, the president had to intervene. And for him, he believed that ultimately, even though he believes that when somebody commits an offense or commits a wrong or such misconduct, the person ought to be punished, he more or less aligns himself with the supreme interest at the end of the day, which happens to be the children's education. And so he feels that there have to be some level of mitigation. We need to reconsider the decision. And so consequently, the Minister for Education, Dr. Educhum, has also directed that the Ghana Education Service, which made this decision, needs to review the decision that was made. So our expectation is that by close of the Ghana Education Service will review the decision and communicate same to the students affected or the students involved, let me put it in that context, and then also communicate same to the public.
So these students are going to suffer some form of punishments, because in that concluding part of the statement which you sign, it says, consequently, the Minister of Education, Dr. Educhum, has directed the Ghana Education Service to consider an alternative disciplinary action instead of dismissal. As you were speaking, I was trying to recollect some of the rules when I was in high school, which warranted dismissal. And there were very few of them because, the school is a space where you understand these are young people. So it's more towards reforming them, the punishment. So, for example, if you bought a mobile phone and it was seen, it will be seized and you would never have it again. If you broke bounds, you'll be suspended. I can't think about even two things that warranted dismissal. Is there anything that comes on the top of your mind? Any conduct that is stated clearly that this will warrant a dismissal? Because I just want to weigh it against the conduct of these students and see if that decision was not too harsh.
Venice, I am not sure, even today, on this very same station, if we are asked to replay the comments and the insults of these, young girls, even this station will be proud of playing.
No, not at all.
So I am not sure in terms of this comparison and analysis that you are doing, we should be able to compare, any misconduct in terms of the gravity of it to this one that we have witnessed. It's never happened in the history of any institution before, where you have students enjoying education, let me put it, obviously free, have that guts to come and attack the integrity, the personality of the president. You see, for us as a ministry, of course, we've moved from that stage. Currently, the decision now is that the president has intervened. But we believe that it was a fine opportunity to draw the sectional lines and send a very bold statement to our young girls and boys in school that, yes, we love you, we are giving you free education, we are catering for you, but look, we will not countenance on any act of indiscipline. Because
so you heard that Kweku Kwating, his spokesperson for the Ministry of Education. So